Welcome back. We're going to be here on Hollywood now, so this will be the last cast for these guys as they were a little bit late to start, so we didn't get there. They won't be able to get their third map in, but in any case, we're going to be here on Hollywood, so I expect the same sort of setup for Roblox. Do you expect the same thing to see? Do you expect them to be playing the same picks as with the Genji, Divas, Reinhardt, and either the Zenyatta from Sean or the Lucio Ana? Because I usually see them playing around Zypher's Genji or his Soldier 76.
Well, Bobby, there's a quote that a lot of these Overwatch teams probably use: "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." True, and I'm sure they'll be abiding by that rule. It's very successful in the first map, and we're going to be looking. This is all on Carpe Diem. See how they can adapt to these changes. They're on the attacking side, and they are. Oh, sorry, no, they're not attacking, are they? Oh,
no, they're defending.
Yep, they're defending, right, because I saw the Widowmaker come out, and I'm like, wow. So the Widowmaker comes out again from Crimson Wolf, and it did a lot of damage in the first point, so we'll see what it can do again.
I just feel like they're not giving the Zenyatta pick any justice, but let's see how it works this time around. The Discord Orb is going to work here, and it costs Zypher his life. We've got Adam on the Diva getting up here on top of the cafe into the higher ground to get some pressure on and remove that advantage point for the Zenyatta. As you see, the rest of Roblox are here on the top side, being able to shoot down pretty freely here on Carpe Diem, but Atheo and Akatsuki doing a good job there here on double hit scans, able to pick them off and get the high ground back.
Yeah, this is a very unique sort of comp. We don't often see double hit scan coupled with an Ana and Zenyatta. Now, they have the dive comp, and it's really deadly once you lose that first sort of fight, because then the old economy goes, you know, in the other team's favor, and it starts to get snowbally. That's the problem with dive comps.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be looking for these picks. Roadhog is very useful on this top high ground here, so I'll be looking for those hooks.
Misanthropy and we've got Akatsuki need to be careful because they're split off from the rest of the team, and if Roblox spot this, they can jump on them here, and they won't have anywhere to run because you look where they're up against. It's a big door here and they can't go left or right, and that's what's going to happen. Is Adam's right in their face, and the rest of the team are going to completely surround him. Misanthropy has been taken out here. They also does land an Earth Shatter though to keep Akatsuki alive, and they've turn the tables back around here. As Zypher though, he hits the Dragon Blade, has been flashbanged though, so his life's been taken out, so good job there from Akatsuki to stay alive.
Yeah, two crucial things in that fight. Of course, that flashbang on the end was the icing on the cake, but we really need to give props to Oshia's Nick on this Ana. Those Ana anti-heals have been really good for these fights. Ana anti-healed is a very useful tool. You know, you can often, once those targets are painted purple, it's a good sign. It's like, it's almost a sign for the team to go in or capitalize on it, and it was obviously a very useful tool in that fight.
Hook on the fail save, quickly gets the shield up there to get back to safety as Panzer throws down the Graviton Surge. Got the 3 tanks caught inside of it as the mech's been popped. It's just Mischievous left now as well. His life's been taken out, so the good Graviton Surge there from Panzer keeps the defense alive.
Yep, once they dedicated their resources, the Zarya ult does pop off, and we're seeing that Carpe Diem, they have a good ult advantage here as well, so they didn't dedicate anything after that Zarya ult, so they'll be happy with this position. See if they can get the McCree ult up reasonably soon as well, so they can get a bit of zone control on the side in conjunction with this soldier.
So not as successful here for Roblox as Nambani was, so a good hold here so far for Carpe Diem. They're going to go not up the stairs this time, they might be going around the backside. They kind of haven't picked a decision here, so the time's ticking down. It's not on their side. They've only got one push left here, Roblox, so they're going to go around the far side now, around the back towards the dumpsters, as Zypher's losing a little bit of health as the Discord Orb on top of him. The self-destruct's going to come in. They're going to pick up any kills, but Mischievous lands a nice Earth Shatter on top of the escort, and Misanthropy hits the Transcendence to keep people up. The Nano Boost is on top of Crimson Wolf, but then Earthshadow's going to come out from failsafe, and everyone's going to be able to follow up on this. They've already got a bunch of kills, and the defense is looking very strong.
Yeah, that was an awesome Earth Shatter at the end there from failsafe, and the Zenyatta ult is proving to get a lot of value in these fights. You know, the criticism before was not having Lucio falter them, but the Zenyatta ended up getting the ult quite quickly, and it ended up, you know, faltering a lot of the enemy ults, neutralizing it with that big healing.
Miss Anthony's definitely proven me wrong here, so kudos to her as Zypher gets the kill on top of Akatsuki. So a good way to open up the exchange. The Bionic Grenade does land on a couple of members of Roblox as they're fighting amongst the cafe now, as Adam's going to jump down right into the middle of things here, trying to get some kills on top of Oshiznik, who's done a good job to stay alive throughout the fight. Panzer throws down a Graviton Surge, catches Crimson, Sean, and Adam all inside of it, but they've done a good job to stay alive here, and they're starting to kill Carpe Diem one by one now.
Well, everything is completely out the window. This is what always happens when dying moments happen. The dying moments of Overwatch, you know, once it gets to that overtime tick, everyone all of a sudden seems to click and they're like, yep, right, let's actually win this. And for the attacking squad for Roblox, end up getting it, and they'll be quite happy with that. That fight was very weird. You saw the Genji dive into the backlands in conjunction with that D.Va. I think it surprised Carpe Diem very much there, and they end up getting very quick kills off it.
So high ground is in control here for Carpe Diem, but they've only got Athiel joining Failsafe up there, so the rest of the members need to join him, and he's forced to join down the rest of his team rather than getting caught off. So good decision there as Adam throws up the self-destruct. Not going to get any kills here as Crimson Wolf gets the kill on top of Failsafe right here next to the escort. Continue to move forward here on the just down here on the main road as Adam's caught out from the rest of his team. He needs to start bouncing back. He can't get it back in time to the shield as the shield gets broken here. Mischievous Bionic Grenade lands on a couple of members as Panzer's on the back foot now. Misanthropy hits the Transcendence. Discord Orb is on top of Zypher trying to get back to his team here as Crimson Wolf gets the kill, so advantage is now with Roblox trying to push forward. Failsafe is holding up the shield, throws down the Earth Shatters, not going to pick up any members with that besides Adam. The Nanoboost is going to be top of Crimson Wolf now. He's going to push forward with the whole hog, gets a couple of kills here with the help of Zypher. That's the triple kill now for Crimson Wolf.
Yeah, that was a beautiful Nanoboost combo there with the Roadhog on the fly in that fight as well. That fight was very topsy-turvy. Everyone was just sort of getting hooked one by one, and it was a few short exchanges, but ends up getting the point at the end there. And you know, I think when you're looking at Carpe Diem, it's going to be very difficult for them once, you know, the Genji gets a bit of tempo. If Zypher ends up getting his ult very quickly, they're going to be relying on the Zenyatta for that defensive ultimate each time. If you're seeing, you know, Zypher perform on this Genji very well, I would honestly like to see a Lucio Zenyatta. You see two defensive ults in conjunction, so when the Zenyatta ult is on cooldown, you can rely on the Lucio ult, and it just works hand in hand in that sort of sense if Zypher is going a bit too crazy in these fights.
Mischievous was boot forward, the shield was beginning to break, so he has to throw it down as the Bionic Grenade lands on top of Zypher, and he can't heal from that health pack. It's going to cost him his life. Adam gets the kill on top of Akatsuki in revenge, so it's 5-on-5 right now. And besides though, Panzer gets hooked in here, and the self-destruct's going to be thrown in behind the back line of Carpe Diem, but they're going to stay alive, but allows Roblox to move forward with the help of the Earth Shatter from Mischievous, and they're going to follow it up here with the double kill from Mischievous as they keep pushing the escort into the spawn point.
Yeah, Reinhardt and D.Va at this point, they should just get married. The combos have just been ridiculous. You saw the D.Va ult come out from the front, and as soon as the opposing Reinhardt was trying to block it, turned around, big Earth Shatter.
And Panzer throws down a Graviton Surge, and then a boost on top of Failsafe. Here's the last-ditch effort to survive with the escort right on top of the VIP blocks, and they're going to be able to do it here with the help of that Nano Boost and Graviton Surge combo.
Yeah, now typically we don't like to see, you know, Reinhardt's be nano boosted often, but when you combo it with a Zarya, then it gives him the opportunity. You don't need the movement speed buff since they're all, you know, obviously grouped up with that Zarya ult, so he just has free reign with that hammer, and they used it, you know, quite effectively there. Failsafe getting a triple kill and dominated that fight with those combos.
Adam is up here on the top side on the balcony, stopping Athiel to get in a point of advantage here to stop people from pushing through. So he's dropped down now though, so Athiel might move up a little bit closer. Everyone walks into the spawn point now. Sound barrier popped by both teams. Failsafe is right in their face with the Zarya shield. As Athiel's got himself in a good position to start getting unanswered DPS down. He's right on the back line now as the Earth Shadow's going to come out from Mischievous. Is going to help Crimson Wolf get a couple of kills here with the whole hog. Just Athiel, who jumped down. He was originally in a good position, now in a bad one, and he can't get to the escort. And that's going to be a successful push here for Roblox with only 9 seconds in the time bank.
I think we need to give Mischievous props here. These Earth Shatters have been extremely clutch. He's waited out the initial Earth Shatter, blocked it with the shield, and then counter engages with his own. And I think, you know, the Earth Shatter is a very useful tool in these fights. You know, you saw the Lucio ults popped instantly in that fight, and the Earth Shatter, it, you know, of course Lucio ult works off a shield, so over a prolonged amount of time it fades off, and after that shield was faded off, you see the Earth Shatter come out, did a lot of damage, and you saw the team Roblox squad, they collapsed on it and they managed to wipe the team out.
So what would you like to see differently here from Carpe Diem? It was originally working for them with the Zenyatta, but they had a good hold. They held it until overtime. Then you saw there was a snowball effect from Roblox to eventually push on with 9 seconds in the bank. So Misanthropy is going to jump on to Lucio this time around, and they're going to see Athiel on the Pharah. I don't know if he's going to lock that in. I'd probably prefer to see a hit scan because they don't have a hit scan player right now, or a character, sorry, locked in. So how do you feel about... Oh, he's locked it in there, so I don't need to worry about it anymore. Do you prefer to see Misanthropy on the Lucio?
Yeah, definitely. The Lucio is a lot more reliable in this sense. And with the Soldier ult, you can movement speed with the Nano boost, and it gives the Soldier, obviously, a lot more leverage in these fights. He doesn't need to sprint. He can just sort of walk through. And with that Lucio speed boost, it allows him to get onto their squishy targets and really melt them. And, you know, we'll be looking for this Carpe Diem squad, see if they're going to change anything, but looks like they're going to go for the same composition, this triple tank. I would have loved them to see them, you know, change it up, maybe go for something a bit off meta perhaps, maybe go for a double DPS comp. And, you know, having the Pharah actually wouldn't have been that bad. You know, Sean's on the Symmetra, but, you know, of course, Cypher is on the Soldier as well, so that is a very good pick into the Pharah.
You go for Carpe Diem going through the archway now, inside the first checkpoint. As the hook's going to come out here in the security room on top of Akatsuki. It's going to cost him his life. So they're already down a member now. It's going to bleed some time on the clock. Unless people want to start... Unless they want to try something courageous here and go with 5 people. But I imagine Carpe Diem is going to wait for their player.
Yeah, the Roadhog hook is going to be a very good... useful tool in these sort of scenarios, because there's really only 2 options in this map. And you can't have the Reinhardt cover them all, because flankers are going to come through. And that Roadhog hook will be looking for Akatsuki. I'm going to try and pronounce the name. Akatsuki for those picks onto the Roadhog, because it's going to be very important for the defending squad.
So they're going to just wait outside the archway again. 3 minutes left on the clock. So I'd like to see teams go through the left-hand side up the stairwell and get the high ground so you can have an advantage. There's already a couple of symmetric turrets waiting for them up there, though, but Panther takes that pretty quickly here. And they're just waiting for Akatsuki to join the rest of the team before they can all follow up. But we've got Roblox joining them up here, so they're not going to give him that advantage as Mischievous charges in, but it's going to cost him his life as Panzer's there to kill him. Crimson Wolf does get one in exchange, but Panzer's got himself a double kill now. The hook's going to come on top of Adam, so the advantage is now with Carpe Diem pushing in through here from the high ground onto the checkpoint.
Yeah, this is Symmetra's weakness. Once you get all in and your turrets are placed in a spot where the team is going through, then she is quite vulnerable. Her primary gun doesn't offer enough sustained damage at its early stage. None of his time to come out from the Soldier. He's
going to try and circle around them to get a couple of kills. He's already picked himself up a double kill. He's looking for 3 now, but he's right behind them. He does kill out Oshiznik and Akatsuki now, so it's a quadra kill for Zypher, who's completely laying waste to Carpe Diem, and it gives back the checkpoint to Roblox.
Well, that's one way to do it. Just Soldier OP. Zypher just went in from the top ground there and completely surprised. You know, that just completely wiped them. Getting a quadra kill or 5 kills, I believe, from that Soldier. And you know, you need to watch out for these things. And if you're an Ana player, you need to look for that sleep dart as well. Once you see the nano boosted target, that's your 100%. You need to prioritize that. Use your crowd controls on the nano boosted target.
Cypher's got himself a nice advantageous position now. Akatsuki's there to join him though and force him off. The Graviton Surge here from Panzer. They throw down their own here. Roblox has got Misanthropy and Akatsuki caught inside of it. Athel gives himself a double kill as they push on top of the point. Crimson Wolf jumps down from the elevator to join the fight, but it's a little bit too late because all of his team are dead.
Yeah, both Gravitons coming out there, but the difference was Failsafe got a really good Reinhardt ultimate off there. And it ended up postponing everything there. You know, obviously Roblox, they didn't have the opportunity to retaliate because obviously they're all CC'd within that Zyre ultimate, and it gave Carpe Diem the opportunity to put that damage in, gave them a head start in that fight with that crowd control.
So general store, high ground here for Roblox, doing a good job getting most of their members up there. There's a couple missing here. Zyper, a bit questionable. He's down here all alone instead of by the Reinhardt shield. So he might find himself some trouble if he's not careful, because that escort is moving pretty quickly towards him as there's a unit of 6 people. Unless he's playing bait, then could prove me wrong. A couple of members are now jumping down here for Roblox to start the fight off. Failsafe has already taken a couple of swings at people, but they've got a good position here, just falling back towards the bank as they're going to start pushing in now with the sound barrier, trying to get into the back line. But Failsafe doing a good job holding up the shield the entire time as he hits the flame strike. Mischievous is going to charge in, going to take Athiel for a ride. They've taken him out. This Anthropy is going to be taken down by I can't remember who that was. It's Zypher there on the Soldier 76, takes him out. The Hook's going to come now, the Panzer. Everyone's on the back foot now for Carpe Diem. They need to be careful and not bleed any more people.
Yeah, fantastic hook, sorry, not hook, charge there from Mischievous. Without that charge, we might have seen Athiel get that soldier rolled off, and of course the nano boost was up as well, so that probably could have bought them a good amount of time there.
There's 2 minutes left on the clock, so cutting it short here is Carpe Diem. So the cart's not around to a good spot around the corner yet, so they're going to make this fight work for them, but they've been slammed down by Mischievous's Earthshatter now, along with the nano boost, but they've got a sound barrier pop to keep them alive here, Carpe, but there's a self-destruct on top of the escort. It's not going to be able to kill any members as the shield was held up. The Panzers are going to throw out the Graviton Surge. Zypher has the Bionic Grenade land on top of him. They're going to take him out as Adam got charged completely to the other side. The Sleep Dart's going to come on top of Failsafe to give a couple of members of Roblox a safe path back closer to the spawn.
Yeah, Carpe, once again, Zyro has been so useful in these fights, and the amount of shielding that she grants as well. Once you get some of your damage dealers onto the front line, gaining a lot of energy as well. Pence has been doing a great job in this area.
The whole comes out for Crimson, pushing people off the escort to give some space here for Roblox to push on in and get a nice defensive hole happening. But there's a nano boost on top of Athiel. There's a self-destruct as well. They need to be careful of that because Akatsuki picks up a kill with it. Hook's going to come out here for Crimson Wolf as the tactical visor is going to be on Zypher, who's trying to turn things around like he did on the first checkpoint, but he couldn't do it this time. He's been taken out. Still a couple of members left here for Roblox, but they're under a lot of pressure now as a lot of the killers are left alive here for Carpe, just topping up all the DPS, but they've got to push in out from the spawn point with the help of a sound barrier here, Roblox. But the Graviton Surge has caught the supports. Mischievous tries to charge in to help out, but the supports are going to be taken out here to the hands of Akatsuki. He's picked up the triple kill. He's looking for more now as Mischievous has been taken out. It's just people coming in one by one now for Roblox.
Yep, Lucio has been a very useful tool in these holding situations. We saw, you know, it looked like they were going to have trouble on getting onto that point, trying to defend it, but Lucio did come out, topped everyone off.
Failsafe lands an Earthshatter off the back of Adam doing a good job here to delay. It's given enough time for people to get there. Mischievous needs to be careful. He just walked off the escort. We've still got Zypher though. He's just managed to land there, but he's got swung right in the head with the sledgehammer from Failsafe.
Well, talking about cutting it close, both teams looking like looking very close. I mean, we saw, you know, already that ended up getting onto the overtime there, and or nearly overtime. They have 9 seconds, but you know that point was obviously very cut and loose of those fights. You know, very difficult to see who was going to win those fights. Lucio ult did come out though, delayed it, but sort of delaying the inevitable in that sort of sense.
Escort gets here to the final corner. A couple of members of Roblox under not too much stress here because there's only 52 seconds left on the clock, so it's only one real fight left. And they do have the ultimate advantage here, Carpe Diem, but they've got to get through the Earthshatter and whole hog combination. Here comes the Earthshatter though, it's going to slam out, not going to get too many members, but they do have Zypher though, who's going to rush in through here with the tactical visor, getting a couple of kills, and they've got to pop Akatsuki's mech. So not looking good now for Carpe Diem with only 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they didn't use the nano boost as well. So we saw the soldier come in just straight up through with the Lucio speed boost after the Earthshatter. So they're all retreating, and Soldier had his way in that fight. Ended up getting a few kills. This is final push.
So 15 seconds left on the clock. They've touched the escort here, but the shield's starting to break here for Mischievous, and the hook comes on top of Panzer. He can just get the shield up just in time. Sound barrier popped here for Carpe Diem as they continue to push forward. There's a self-destruct in the back here, courtesy of Adam's not going to get any kills, but the Nano Boost is on top of Crimson Wolf. He's been slammed down by an Earth Shatter, and then he gets charged back in. Mischievous charges in though. Here comes the Graviton Surge, got a couple of members caught inside of it here, trying to take them out, but there's still the tanks left on top of the Escort, who's being a little bit too much to deal with right now for Carpe Diem, as everyone's dying one by one. It's just Akatsuki left. They've popped the mech, and there's going to be him taken down. So the win's going to come out now for Roblox. So congratulations. Unless I'm going to get proved wrong, I'm calling it a bit too early here, as people are starting to pile back on top of the Escort. And this is Failsafe touching it there. And he needs to get that shield up though, because people are starting to get shot. He's got the shield back up now, so they're going to keep pushing this Escort. And they've just proved me wrong here, Racket. And people are now, the fight's going to keep continuing.
Yeah, well, the Reinhardt ult is up, so it is in favor of Roblox, I think, unless you get proven wrong again.
And they're still fighting here, as I'm just getting invites to another game right now, the next one that's on the schedule, but the fight's just going to end here as Roblox finish it off. Congratulations, and big GGs to them. I'm going to join the other lobby as you take us through and wrap up that game.
Yep, so the Reinhardt Earth Shatter at the end there, proving crucial to end that whole match. And it was a whole story of the match as well. Both Reinhardts actually played quite well, but, you know, Mischievous getting a better hand in the end there, using his Earth Shatter much better, and he got really crucial charges onto Ethereal, like mid-Soldier ult a lot of the time as well, and that was crucial. Once you get that Zarya ult combo as well, they proved to be a force to be reckoned with in this match.